Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and today we are going to talk about some of the breaking stories in crypto. Have seen a couple altcoins go flying up recently. I've seen 100x gains. I've seen 10x gains. I've seen a lot of gains here just in the last couple of days on some of these crazy meme tokens that we talked about previously on the channel. I have been holding those bags, so I'll give you guys a little update on my PSYOP holdings, the loyal holdings that I had, my Ben token holdings as well. Let's take a peek at crypto.com's CRO coin today. Of course, we'll look at XRP, which is on everybody's mind right now. But let's look at some of the actions that are happening from some of the industry leaders as people are scared, as Binance articles are coming out left and right. We heard about some layoffs recently. Now we're hearing some rumors that they're actually reducing some of the benefits for their employees. Let's take a peek at what exactly the details are on that today. And let's talk about how Coinbase's CEO, Brian Armstrong, is actually going to have a private meeting with members of Congress very soon. Now that the XRP lawsuit is looking like it's coming to a close in favor of XRP, lawmakers are looking to move the opposite direction that Gary Gensler wanted to move, it seems, and potentially look into how we adopt crypto. Potentially, guys. Potentially. We'll explore the story, see what the thoughts are on it. And if you guys have questions throughout the stream, leave some comments in the chat down below, guys, and we'll talk a little bit about it. All right, let's hop in. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Let's get into the meat and potatoes today in the crypto news. Guys, for those of you that don't know, we are doing a giveaway for members on this channel. If you want to become a member, check out the link in the description down below. Every single month, we'll be giving away $500 worth of Bitcoin to one lucky member. Once we reach 100 members, we're currently at about 22 members right now, so make sure you check it out if you want a chance for the giveaway. Let's see what's happening in the charts. Now, today, XRP is still trending number one, and I saw an article today that said that XRP is actually has more trading volume than Bitcoin right now, which is incredible to hear. Now, I'm not seeing that here on CoinMarketCap, but let the rumors run wild, and let's just be real, because there is certainly a lot of excitement for XRP. How do you know that? Well, we saw the lawsuit update where we saw the judge come in and say XRP is not a security, and now XRP has flipped Binance token. BNB is ranked number 5 and XRP is now ranked number 4. This is a new development and it's very, very significant for XRP holders. So if you're an XRP holder, you're looking good. Currently sitting at 76 cents. When we first started talking about XRP, it was at about 80 cents, 85 cents. I said, anything under 80 cents is more likely a buy for me. I wouldn't buy it above 80 cents. But right now, to be honest with you guys, my primary focus is buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, I made a lot of money on some altcoins, which I'll show you guys at the end of this video. And I am intending on moving that over to Bitcoin, buying at least a Bitcoin. That's my goal, to come away with at least a Bitcoin from these altcoin trades that I did. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have Bitcoin, you're going to want to have some Bitcoin. And if you've already got Bitcoin, a smart thing is always to have a little bit more, in my opinion. It's not financial advice, guys, but when you look at the big institutions and the big players that are getting into crypto, what's at the tip of their tongues? It's Bitcoin first, and then the other coins as well. Now, some people say, and I saw an article today, that Ethereum, 45% of respondents to a survey said that they believe that Ethereum would flip Bitcoin. And sure, I mean, down the road, that might happen. Why? Because it's more, it's a better solution when it comes to building. If you want to build on a blockchain technology, build on Ethereum, it's a little bit better than building on Bitcoin. It's more expensive right now. It's faster though. And Bitcoin is less expensive, but it's just not made for that yet. Now, people are trying to come out with these layer 2 solutions. There are these BRC20 tokens that I've talked a lot about, which are legitimate and something that if you haven't looked at them, you're going to want to look at them. I think they even have their own category now on CoinMarketCap. I'll see if I can see them. BNB, the Bitcoin ecosystem. So yeah, you can look at the Bitcoin ecosystem and you can start to see, well, what tokens are in the Bitcoin ecosystem. And they don't do such a good job of listing this out here, to be honest with you. They do have ordinals, though. Ordinals is certainly one. Alex is certainly a good one as well. That's one of the first dexes made for Bitcoin, BRC20 network, which is pretty cool. So that's something if you guys haven't explored it. I think that there could be millionaires made in that new ecosystem because Bitcoin is still getting built up. But buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, could you be a millionaire buying those? Absolutely. You're going to have a lot more money to do it, though, because the higher the market cap, and we're talking about a $500, almost $600 billion market cap for Bitcoin, and we're talking about a $250 billion market cap for Ethereum. Those are harder to move. But when you look at something like Kronos coin and you understand, okay, they have about 80 million users and they have a market cap of about 1.5 billion. That seems like a very low market cap for the amount of users, for the fact that they have an NFT platform, for the fact that they have the Kronos chain, which is a top 10 DeFi project. That's some of the thoughts that I have kind of going into, well, how can I get the most gains? How can I find like a 100x token? And is Kronos a 100x token? Kronos could certainly be a 100x token. I don't think for a second that a $5 or $6 crow is out of the question. Now, can we get there in the next bull market? That's another question. That's hard to do. But the lower you go in market cap, the more risk you get and the more reward you get as well. And we'll talk about some of these altcoins that have been exploding in this one and take a peek, obviously, at the overall market. But let's get into some of these stories, guys. So SEC's Gary Gensler is both pleased and disappointed by the Ripple crypto ruling. Did a little video on this earlier today, so I'm not going to dive into the weeds on this. But yes, he's disappointed. He was wrong. It's not a security. He's wrong. And now he looks like a joke to the globe. And now what you have is Congressman Torres telling the SEC chairman to end his crypto crusade after this Ripple ruling. If he's coming out and he is calling it your bags and Gary Gensler saying your coin that you're invested in is security, all these coins are security, that is going to hurt the value of those projects. Now, XRP held its price incredibly. I think part of the reason it held its value so well is because it was delisted from so many exchanges that people just panicked and like held it as opposed to panic selling it because there was not a lot of great places to do that. You kind of had to go to some other exchanges, and I'm sure a lot of people didn't want to do that. So they probably just held their coins and just kind of sat out the storm. Which is why I believe that when the XRP news came out, that there would be a little bit of a sell-off for some of the people that waited off the storm. Big gain, about 100% gain for XRP. And then what do we have? A little bit of a sell-off. But now Gary Gensler is looking like he made a big mistake here because it is very clear that he was wrong, first of all, with this ruling. And now you've got congressmen coming out and saying, why don't you stop it with your crusade? Writing him a letter. We have congressmen getting on the crypto train and writing Gary Gensler a letter to say, cool it with the ridiculous crypto legislation. You're eliminating potential industry growth here in the US. And you're trying to protect investors. You're not protecting investors. You're losing us money. And you're stirring up chaos. And frankly, nobody wants it. Now, we're not fighting crypto regulation. We're just fighting incompetence. And he wants us to register with the SEC and crypto firms to register with the SEC. But we need the language to make it happen. And it seems like he's just been putting up roadblocks to kind of get specific language out. So congressmen are saying, hey, cut it out, cut to the chase, and why don't you stop being such a crony? One thing I also want to point out is you have the other end of that. While some Congress people are pro-crypto, you guys have Elizabeth Warren coming out. And we saw this story. This was from a while ago. This is back from February of 2023. Elizabeth Warren has been building an anti-crypto army. Now, she wrote letters to Gary Gensler as well about all these different crypto exchanges. Now, FTX and Celsius, two things that we can certainly talk about, guys. Those are legitimate concerns for the crypto industry. But Elizabeth Warren tends to be an Elon Musk person, anti-Tesla, anti-crypto, anti-Twitter. It seems like she's got an agenda, and it seems to be against the interests of the people, because if you put out a survey and you ask, is Twitter better with Elon Musk or with previous ownership, most people would respond that Twitter is now better. People love Tesla. People love Tesla stock. a lot of people do. And for her to come out and, again, kind of like Gary Gensler, bash this industry, bash this leader who is also a pro-crypto advocate. Elon Musk is a big crypto guy. He loves Dogecoin. He loves Bitcoin. He likes crypto overall. He's even talked about putting in crypto wallets into the Twitter platform. Elizabeth Warren has traditionally been anti-crypto, and she's writing letters to the SEC. So a lot of politics are going into this, guys. Writing letters to the SEC. Does that do anything? No. So on a negative side, it's not doing anything. And on the positive side, it's really not doing anything either for this congressman to write a letter to end your crypto crusade. This is more a publicity stunt. But it's good to see that the politicians are getting vocal on both ends, because what we do need, folks, is a bigger debate. And I would bet money that the presidential election that's coming up in 2024 will feature cryptocurrency as a topic of discussion on the debate stage, whether it's in the primaries or whether it's after that when you're going head-to-head with the two leading candidates from both parties. We'll see how it plays out. But it is coming into the conversation more and more. Everybody's talking about it. But there's still a lot of FUD out there in the industry, guys. A lot of FUD. And for example, let's look at this story right here. Cathie Wood's ARK Invest, a huge crypto advocate, a huge crypto bull, buying Coinbase as it was crashing, buying Coinbase at the bottom, buying Bitcoin and Grayscale, and buying a lot of different things, buying a lot of Tesla. But I think she even bought like Nvidia. They're buying it all. They're buying the tech. They're buying the crypto exposure. And they are crypto bulls. But now a story comes out that ARK Funds dumps 26 million more in Coinbase stock and sheds 13 million worth of Tesla shares. I hear a lot of people talking about how Tesla's due for a retracement. Coinbase is due for a 40% retracement. Cathie Wood's dumping all her Coinbase, and they're trying to turn this into a bearish narrative. But the fact of the matter is this, guys. Cathie Wood has millions upon millions upon millions of dollars in Coinbase stock and Tesla stock, and she's taking profit like any of us should do when we're way, way up on an investment. You take a little bit of profit, and then if you believe, and I think some people, and I would say Cathie Wood falls into this boat, believe that August and September are at risk of a little bit of downside, they're taking profit to probably filter some of those gains back in when prices are a little bit lower, like people might be doing with Ripple right now, like people might be doing with XRP right now, like people might be doing with some of these altcoins that have been ripping right now, which is totally understandable. But what is her true position? Her true position is that Bitcoin could go to $1.5 million. And she's saying that, hey, her confidence has increased. It is increasing right now. So, well, yes, it is true that she is selling some of these stocks. The story is that she's incredibly bullish. She has way more than what she was selling. And she's just taking profits because she's a savvy investor. That's what you do. You shuffle some of your profits aside and you put it into something lower where maybe you have some confidence, or you sit it on the sidelines and you look for a lower price point to buy back into that particular stock. So Cathie Wood, still very bullish. ARK Invest, a big investment firm, playing the markets all around crypto and tech. I think it's smart, personally. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. But Cathie Wood's ARK Invest is not the only thing that is in the FUD headlines today. We also see a lot of conversations about Coinbase and Binance and all the trouble, but you know that Coinbase and Binance are currently going to battle with the SEC. Well, what we like to see is now that the XRP case has been coming to a close, and we know that at least XRP is not a security, and hopefully that court case settles soon. Now let's see how Coinbase and Binance face up with the SEC, and it's looking pretty promising for them, and Brian Armstrong is making moves. And his latest move is that Coinbase CEO, Brian Armstrong, wants to meet the U.S. House Democrats and members of Congress this week. So he's going to meet these guys, U.S. House Democrats, on Wednesday, and he's going to meet with Congress as well, I think, this month. And so we have this all coming up as we're approaching a Bitcoin bull market, as the Bitcoin spot ETFs are coming down the pipeline, as the largest firms in the world are getting bullish on crypto, as all these bullish things are happening, guys, it's very exciting to see that we might be actually getting closer to crypto regulation. Now, it's going to take a while, guys. Government moves very slow, so I'm not going to get my hopes up and say, hey, we're going to have regulation by the end of the year. We might not even have regulation by 2024. It could be all the way until 2025. We'll have to see how it plays out. And especially as a presidential election is coming up, I think that the focus is going to be much more on that. But then you could argue that if some presidential candidates start to embrace crypto in a big way, they might start to, and their party might start to push crypto adoption even faster. So it could play to both sides of the coin. It could mean maybe they're not focused on it, or maybe they latch onto it because they see the popularity of Bitcoin and crypto and they use it as a way to sway voters in their direction, which I can tell you that probably a lot of you guys watching this video right now, watching crypto content, you will be swayed by a pro-crypto politician most likely. I mean, it makes sense. We want politicians that will pump our bags, that will make it so that we can have our privacy, so that we can push these new technologies to the forefront, so that we can bank the unbanked across the globe, so that we can now improve the democratic system by the use of blockchain technology. These are all good things, and these are all things that could be coming, but we need a leader. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong is doing a great job of stepping up, talking with the SEC, talking with Democrats and Republicans alike, talking with the House of Representatives, and talking with congressmen. That's what we need. But there is still other FUD going on. One of the recent ones that I wanted to share with you guys that I saw today, we just saw that Binance had to lay off a bunch of their employees. Now, some people were saying that there were thousands. Some people were saying there was 1,000. Some people were saying it was less than 1,000. Binance says it was less than 1,000. The stories were blown out of proportion, and we covered that recently. But now, here's a new report from the Wall Street Journal that says that Binance reduces their employee perks amid falling profits. So profits are falling. Why? Because they're investing heavily right now, and they're making less money because it's a bear market. We don't make as much money as crypto people in a crypto bear market. YouTubers are making less money in a bear market. Crypto companies are making less money in a bear market. Crypto investors are making less money in a bear market, but there are still opportunities to make money and to build your bags and to build a bag for the future, because that's how millionaires are made. That's how billionaires are made as well. But the truth is that, yes, they did lay off some workers. Still a discrepancy on whether it was more than 1,000 workers or less. CZ says that it was less than that. He also says that they're profitable and unaffected by the lawsuit with the SEC. But there are some things going on. There are some layoffs, but here's the most recent news. So the cuts for the benefits program is that they're cutting the mobile phone and fitness reimbursements and the work from home expenses. These are the results of a need for greater financial prudence, with the company also indicating potential future layoffs. So more layoffs may be coming, and they are cutting the mobile phone and fitness reimbursements and work from home expenses. Which, let's just do a little reality check here. Let's be real. Is this a big deal? Okay, hey, we can't pay for your phone anymore, and we can't pay for your fitness reimbursements and your work from home expenses. Well, I'll tell you this. If you use Blue Cross Blue Shield as your insurance, and say you work for a company and you got Blue Cross Blue Shield, your company doesn't have to give you a fitness reimbursement. And I would bet anything that, and I think United Healthcare, those are the two biggest insurance agencies, at least in the U.S. And now, granted, Binance isn't a U.S. company, but a lot of insurance companies actually just provide a fitness club reimbursement, period. Now, it's not as much as a company might add on to. Maybe some companies give a little bit more. A previous company that I worked at gave me like $400 a year on top of the reimbursement I got from the insurance company that they set us up with. So these are just extra perks. This isn't like they're not offering health insurance anymore. It's like they cut the dental insurance. They cut the no more life insurance for Binance employees. This is the mobile phone and fitness reimbursements and work from home expenses. Things like a laptop stand, things like a standing desk reimbursement. Who cares? Who cares? What is this, guys? This is FUD. This is a fuddy-duddy, nutty headline by really terrible media publications reporting on really dumb stuff because they got nothing better to report on. It's stupid and it's FUD, and you got to go to the source and see what CZ is saying. Well, let's look at a tweet from CZ, guys, and let's see how CZ is doing right now, all right? CZ tweets, I learned today that a guy who is constantly spreading FUD about Binance was just because he pitched his project to Binance Labs and we didn't invest. Feel really sad for him. I hope he eventually finds his way out of it and actually focuses on his own project. That's the truth, though. That's the truth, guys. People that FUD crypto either A, don't know enough about it to be a credible source to listen to, B, they got burned by a project and they lost their money and now they just have an anti-crypto agenda because they're angry. Or C, they got burned by somebody in crypto, whether they pitched a product or whatever, or maybe it's not in their political interest to back crypto projects. I would say that Elizabeth Warren is one of those people where it is not in her political interest to back crypto and crypto companies because they're not the ones paying her bills. It's the banks and it's the pharmaceutical companies that are paying the bills of a croony politician like Elizabeth Warren, like all these other politicians that get paid that are anti-crypto, because they're friends of the banks. The banks are anti-crypto. Some of the banks are anti-crypto. Some banks are getting very pro-crypto right now. But some of the biggest entities in the world are still anti-crypto. And that is slowly flipping every single day. But this is the truth, guys. When you see the negative stories, go to the source and see how they're reacting. And then you can kind of get some contrast and you can determine for yourself what you want to believe in. But you can't just look at a news article and panic out of a market just based on a headline. And just to kind of double down on the idea, millionaires will be made, guys. Millionaires will be made, but there's only one way to do it. And first of all, you need to be making money in your personal life. You need to make money, guys. I hope you have a job. I hope you have a side hustle on top of that job. I hope you have 2 to 3 side hustles on top of that job, because the more money that you have and the ability to invest when markets are down, the more money you can make. CZ put out this great tweet. If you only invest during the bull market, then you are, by definition, only buying high. Not investment advice, just saying. Now, is it better to buy high or is it better to buy low? The answer is low. You buy when there's blood in the streets. And if you buy when there's blood in the streets, and let's just go back in time. Go back to the pandemic when the markets tanked and the S&P 500 went down a massive, massive amount, and there was a huge crash in the market and everybody's 401ks crashed and people panicked and people sold all their stocks. Well, what happened to the people that sold when the panic hit? They lost a bunch of money. Why? Because the markets went right back up to where they were and then to all-time highs, and people got rich. Who got the most rich? The people that not only didn't panic sell when the markets went down, but the people that bought and their mouths salivated and they were dripping with saliva and excitement to buy the stocks that were crashing. Well, same thing goes for crypto, guys. In a bear market, if you're salivating over these tasty, tasty, low, low prices and you're buying these dips, if something's panicking and you believe in it and there's markets going down and you're buying it, that, guys, that is the way to make millions of dollars in crypto. Of course, you got to pick the right project. Not every project goes up. This is not financial advice, but don't listen to losers like this. This is the most ridiculous story that I've read in 2023. Laughable, very laughable. This is the Rolling Stone magazine. CIA agents begged Ben McKenzie to explain crypto to them. Am I really supposed to believe? Am I really supposed to believe? And this isn't just Rolling Stones. This is many publications talking about this. In fact, Rolling Stones, credit to them, they're bashing this. They're making fun of Ben McKenzie. So I give credit to Rolling Stone for making fun of them. But CIA agents allegedly begged Ben McKenzie. Well, who the heck is Ben McKenzie? You might recognize his face. He was an actor from the OC and Gotham. And those are the only 2 things that you'd ever know him from, because he's not important at all. He's not a famous actor. He's a semi-famous, he's a B-list, C-list actor. And he was in a couple successful things. OC and Gotham are it. Anything else, I haven't seen him in anything else. So what does he want? He wants relevance. He wants media exposure. Well, he's getting it. He's getting it. Why? Because he's an anti-crypto fool. And he's going on CNBC and he's talking about how people that buy crypto and Bitcoin don't know the difference between scarcity and like rarity. He's making some like absolute loser argument against Bitcoin and crypto. And he's trying to say that it's a scam and he's writing a book about it, and he's going on CNBC, and he's promoting that book, and he is talking about how he's anti-crypto. Now, just look at his face. Just you don't need to listen to what he's saying. But does this look like a man who's confident as his eyes are shifting back and forth? No, he doesn't look confident at all because, frankly, he's not confident. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And you can see his shifting eyes, and there's not a lot of confidence here because his argument is the argument of a loser. He doesn't understand what cryptocurrency is. He doesn't understand what Bitcoin is. And if he does, then he's neglecting the future. If you had to guess, I mean, what my true opinion is on this actor, not financial advisor, not financial guru. I've seen no stories about this. Now, if this man turned $1 million into $500 billion because he's some savvy investor, and I'll take a criticism from Warren Buffett because he's at least done something with his life besides pretended to be somebody for a living. And nothing against actors. I used to be an actor, guys. I love acting. I think it's very cool. I think people can make money doing what they love. That's great. But why don't you stick to acting, Ben McKenzie? Because CNBC host gives him just a great debate and says, it only took me about 20 pages of the Bitcoin standard to understand how Bitcoin and crypto can benefit the unbanked. And that's the real story, guys, is that this is an emerging technology that will improve finances across the globe for just your average day person. And he neglects this completely. Ben McKenzie neglects this completely. And the truth is guys, is two things. One, he's selling a book that's anti-crypto. So he wants people to read this book and buy his book. What's his real goal? Is it to protect the investors out there? Or is it to, number two, appease the Hollywood people that choose whether or not he gets a film? Because believe it or not, Hollywood is in on bashing crypto. Hollywood is anti-crypto. Hollywood is really showing their cards here. And it is in their interest and in Ben's interest to bash crypto so that he can get roles into the future and get money for his book. It's really, really stupid that this is a story that we're talking about, but it just grinds my gears that somebody like this, who has no confidence on the matter, no competence on the matter, can go on TV and try to rip into Bitcoin. We heard him talking a little bit back in the FTX days and bashing on crypto then, and he's getting more and more vocal, and now he came out with a book. And this is why. I think that the truth is that he is trying to make money off of a book, and that is it. So more FUD in the crypto markets. Now, who am I supposed to believe, huh? Am I supposed to believe a Hollywood actor, or am I supposed to believe BlackRock, Vanguard, and Fidelity? Because BlackRock, Vanguard, and Fidelity are all Bitcoin and crypto bulls buying mining stocks, buying Bitcoin, buying crypto itself, launching Bitcoin ETFs. And then you have a Hollywood actor who's been in two popular series that is bashing Bitcoin and crypto. So should I believe option A, Ben McKenzie, the Hollywood actor, on his opinion on Bitcoin? Or should I believe in option B, BlackRock, who believes that the CEO believes that it will transcend every other currency on planet Earth? You tell me. Which one should I listen to? Option B, BlackRock. Thank you. Good night, Ben McKenzie, and bye-bye. That is incredible. Bitcoin rainbow chart. We love to show it on the channel because it shows you the trajectory of Bitcoin over time. I bet you Ben McKenzie never even laid eyes on the Bitcoin chart. I bet you he doesn't know that on average Bitcoin goes up 100% year over year. The fact of the matter is this, guys. Biggest corporations in the world getting into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's history and trajectory shows that it's going up and to the right over time. And a bull market's coming. Now, right now, I am surprised, guys, and I did have an incorrect prediction so far for the month of July, because nobody's right when it comes to predicting the future of Bitcoin. You can have a couple wins, you can have a couple losses, you can have a couple ideas, and you just got to have some hypotheses. Now, I believe that July is supposed to be bullish for Bitcoin, because historically it is, because of all the good news that we've also seen with BlackRock, with all these different things. I believe that July should be bullish. Also, we have an FOMC meeting coming up, so I think there could be some hype leading up to that. But I believe that once that FOMC meeting comes out, they're going to raise the rates, and August and September are going to be bearish. But let's see how it plays out. Now, so far, July is a little bit red. That could flip around. We'll have to see how it goes. Couple updates for you guys. Loaded Lions is doing a great job bringing out more details about the crypto.com metaverse that's coming out for the crypto.com land, putting out the origin story, putting out how the game works, doing updates. The Loaded Lions NFTs are selling. They're doing alerts for that. So there's a lot of movement going on there. And there's a lot of excitement going on with some of these altcoins that I wanted to share with you. So what you're looking at right now is the chart for PSYOP. Now, I invested quite a bit of money into the PSYOP and the Loyal token. For those of you that don't know what it is, go back to some of my other previous videos on it, but it is a meme token that turned into a utility token for a Uniswap competitor called Loyal. And PSYOP is one of the tokens involved in this ecosystem, as well as the Loyal token. And there was a lot of chatter, a lot of fear, and a lot of excitement in the beginning. But this thing went up from the beginning and just blasted up like 347%. And then it came crashing down. It came crashing down, and I've been holding on to these coins for a while. So I was down to like 3 or 4 grand all in to PSYOP and Loyal. And that 3 or 4 grand turned into $30,000 in the last 2 days. I'm not kidding. This thing went up 2,500%, guys. That, in case you don't know, is a 25x. Now, at the time of this recording, it's only up 1,600% gains, which is coincidentally the same gains that I believe we'll get out of Crocoin in the next bull market. And we just got this on a meme coin in a bear market. Well, how could this possibly happen, CryptoKit? Well, 2 reasons. One, the market cap on this project is so low. It says that it's a $1.2 billion market cap, but that is not correct. It's really like it's like a $50 million market cap, which is very low when you compare it to like a $1 billion market cap, which a lot of other coins have. Now, there's no guarantees this thing's going to get to a $1 billion market cap, but these were incredible gains that happened. Now, if you're holding a token like this, taking profits after you see massive gains like this is not a bad idea. I am currently holding on to my PSYOP tokens in a big way because I believe that in the next 24 to 48 hours, there is going to be an event that makes this coin pump. Well, now you might be wondering, well, why did this thing start pumping in the first place? Well, let me take you to part 2 of this story. So Loyal is another token in this ecosystem that we talked about. And as you can see, this one pumped like crazy as well. In fact, it pumped up 3,000%, which is 30x gains for anybody that bought this meme token from the bottom to the top. This one was also way down. I had about $1,000 worth of this that turned into about $15,000 worth, which I'm happy to announce that I sold all of it right here. I sold it right up at like 20, let's call it like 22, 23, something like that. So I sold it very close to the top, and I sold it all for PSYOP. Well, why did these things pump up? Well, the reason that the Loyal token pumped up is because the founder of this project dumped 77 Ethereum, 333 Ethereum, bought excessive amounts of these tokens to pump them himself. And he went on Twitter Spaces and talked about it with the community and was talking about, okay, I'm buying another 77. He was just pumping the project and telling the community about it. So the project started flying to the moon. But here's the catch. He only did it for the Loyal token. But now he's going to do it for the PSYOP token. So what I did is I sold all my Loyal knowing that he is allegedly, let's see if he follows through, going to now move away from pumping Loyal to pumping PSYOP, and he's going to start pumping PSYOP. Well, PSYOP preemptively pumped for that. Why? Because a lot of people that made profits on Loyal, I'm sure, sold their Loyal just like I did for the PSYOP coins, which brought it up to this level. And allegedly today or tomorrow, or who knows when, he's going to pump this thing up and buy thousands of ETH worth of this project. So you might get a meteoric rise out of this one as well. And in the next day or so, I intend to take massive profits, hopefully, on this project. But I am still committed to holding my PSYOP tokens because it's a game, and the game is if you hold the tokens for the long term, you receive more benefits. Now, the same goes for the loyal tokens, but I wasn't sticking around for the benefits on the loyal. Allegedly, there's going to be an airdrop of like 2 to 1 for the holders of the project. I don't know which way it's going to go, but a lot of rewards to come. So altcoins are flying. There are big gains being made, and there are millionaires being made. If you had $50,000 worth of this thing, then you probably just became a millionaire. And there's probably millionaires that were made from this. Now, did they take profits? That's the question. You got to take profits, guys, when there's an opportunity to do so, which is why I sold all my loyal for PSYOP. And I'm glad I did because as you can see, this thing from the high is already down now 53%. So it's down about half from its peak. And right now, PSYOP seems to be kind of going up. Now, it had a little bit of a red wick down today, but it looks like right now it seems to be recovering quite well and is trying to make a move upward and onward. So we'll see if that happens. No guarantees for any of this. These are highly speculative plays and very, very risky. But I want to give you guys an update. I'm currently sitting with about $20,000 in PSYOP token. And I did actually put another $2,000 back into Loyal just to see if I could get a little bit of that free airdrop because I've got kind of this excess money. Loyal came back down, so I put a little bit back in, just kind of for fun. This is my meme coin trading portfolio. Even though these aren't meme coins, they're attention economy tokens. They're what you might call it. And I'm holding my Ben tokens just because time to hold the Ben tokens. And allegedly for anybody that lost their money in the Ben coin SIM card swap hack, they're planning on reimbursing people. And as for the PSYOP SIM card swap hack for Ben.eth, those funds were already reimbursed. So let's see how these things play out. But there will be millionaires made, guys, because at the end of the day, if you've got projects that have $30 million market caps, $1 billion market caps, and below, you look at the future potential for crypto, and I just believe in a $20 trillion market cap being extremely possible in the next bull market because of a lot of reasons. Because the asset managers that are getting involved in crypto, because the banks that are now getting involved in crypto, because that people are saying now that Bitcoin's digital gold. BlackRock CEO saying Bitcoin's digital gold. Digital gold's got an $11 trillion market cap. I think Bitcoin gets bigger than that in a big, big way. Possibly 10x bigger in the future, which is why Cathie Wood's predicting a $1.5 million Bitcoin. When that happens, guys, you're going to have a overall market for crypto. The overall crypto market is going to go up 1,600% if we get a $20 trillion market cap. The overall crypto market is going to do a 16x from here. So then you start asking yourself, all right, well, where am I going to get the most gains? The truth is, guys, is you're going to get the most gains on the altcoins, but you're going to get the safer gains on the Bitcoin and Ethereum plays. And so you got to allocate your bags accordingly. But the fact of the matter is this, guys, the people that are buying here and the people that bought here and the people that are buying here are the people that become millionaires. Fact. If you buy enough, you buy the right projects, and you take profit. Now, there's no guarantee, guys, that you're buying the right project, but that's where the research comes in. That's where you subscribe to the channel and keep an eye on the content. Now, none of this is financial advice, guys. I'm not a crypto expert. You couldn't say that. I'm not a financial markets expert, but I've been in this market since 2016. And so I have a couple thoughts to share. I have some of the concepts that I've gone through. I've lost tremendously in crypto, and I've also won spectacularly in crypto. Just overnight, I've had a very successful move on these altcoins. I'll keep you posted on that. So far, that endeavor is looking very good. It was looking very, very grim, and now it's back. Anything could happen in crypto, guys, but if you're buying in bear markets and you're holding on for the long term and you're taking profits and not being too greedy, you can make a lot of money, guys. And I believe that you could too become a millionaire. If you're making $50, $60, $70, $100,000 a year, you too could be a millionaire. If you got $50,000 a year, it gets a little tougher, right? Because you only have a little extra income to invest. If you're making over 60, 70, let's say if you're making over $75,000 a year, I believe, and then you don't have kids and you don't have a big mortgage, then you have an opportunity to make a serious amount of money, in my opinion. But if you have a mortgage and you're cash poor every single month and the bills keep coming, it's going to be harder for you. So you have to be more diligent than the people that are making a lot of money. It's harder for people that are making less money. You make money. The easiest way to make money is to have money. That's the truth, guys. But you can make your starting nest egg if you're just getting started in these bear markets, because I believe the overall crypto market, guys, again, if we get to a $20 trillion market cap, 1,600% gains. You could close your eyes, put on a blindfold, pick a couple tokens, and some of those tokens are probably going to get 1,600% gains. Again, no guarantees in crypto, not financial advice, but look at the stories that we talk about every single day. It's looking real good, guys. It's looking real good. As for CRO, let's take a peek. Looks like we are on the brink of CRO versus Bitcoin. Might be coming back down potentially, guys. Let's see how it plays out in July, but we might have 25% more downside for CRO versus Bitcoin. And I was thinking, hey, maybe we're moving up. Maybe we're moving up. I'd like to move up. I'm not counting it out of the cards yet. These are the weekly candles, and we're just starting this week. It's only Tuesday. So as Sunday comes up, we'll see how this candle wants to close. If this candle can close above this red line, then I would say there's a good chance that we are going to continue to move up in our dominance versus Bitcoin for CRO. As for CRO versus the US dollar, looks like we're still toying with the idea of going up there as well. It all banks on Bitcoin, guys, but to make you feel any better, yeah, CRO versus Bitcoin's a little red on the week, but Solana is, let's see on the week here, also red on the week, and Binance is also almost red on the week. It is just, it really looks like it's creating a bottom. I really do believe that there's a strong chance that Binance doesn't go below that level. And I also believe that there's a very strong chance that Solana doesn't go below that level here. And I also want to just point out for CRO that I think there's a chance we don't go below this level, but this is still my target level, this bottom blue line. We could also move this up just because there is a candle there, and we could say maybe that's the bottom, but I like to go down to the wicks, and I think that's probably a more logical price point. All right, let me look at what we got going on in the comments, see what's going on with the community out there. How are the people doing? See what we got going on, folks. Bada bing, bada boom. Just another sushi. Francisco Gabriel, Texas Crypto in the house. Just another sushi. Nizar, good to have everybody. Crow Bro, thanks for joining us. Psycho Pearl, good to see you. Sanders, Martin. We got the crew. We got the crew. Good to have everybody. Let's see what we got going on. Francisco Gabriel says Binance has been unstable lately. Yeah, I mean, yes and no. You know, I mean, if you look at its price versus BTC like this, you know, it's actually been pretty stable. It's just been holding because these are the weekly candles. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, the last 4 weeks at least. Now, yeah, you're right. I mean, these 3 weeks were really bad. The week at the beginning of June was brutal. That was the SEC lawsuit. And the DOJ investigation that was launched. So those were brutal. But all things considered, I would say that Binance has actually been pretty stable, even with all the FUD against it. Let's see what else we got. Francisco Gabriel bought 98,000 CRO coins today. Wow, what a buy. What a fantastic purchase. That's incredible to see. Now, if that alone was the amount of CRO you're holding, you get $1 CRO, you get $100,000. That's not too bad. That's pretty good work, Francisco. Nice buy. Nobody likes Gary Gensler here in the chat. A lot of people looking at a $1 CRO in the comments as well. Totally totally expect a dollar crow in my eyes. UCME Kronos says that Kronos partnered with Ubisoft, which is huge. Ubisoft is a massive game developer. That is incredibly bullish. That is so good to see. Let's see what else we got going on. Michael Artezi is asking me if I'll restake for Icy White again with the DeFi APR going down. No, we'll see. I've got all my Kronos coins locked up, and I've got a lot of Kronos coins, and so even now I'm only at like 8% APY. I don't care. That's great. That's tremendous. Where can you get 8% APY on an investment that's also going to do gains for you? You really can't find that anywhere else. I mean, you could find it in a couple other tokens out there, but with the fact that I believe in the Kronos token so much, I am not scared away by the APY going down. In fact, it's a good thing because at the end of the day, why the APY go down? It's because the Kronos team decided to burn 100 million Crow coins this year, and that's the strategy for them to make it less inflationary, more deflationary, and increase potentially some price action for us in the next bull market. So it's kind of like, what would you rather have, more APY or more price action for Crow? Most people would say just more price action for Crow, which is what I side on the side of. But we'll see what the benefits come out to be. I might restake Michael Artezi. For those of you guys that don't know, I have a rose gold card, and I would consider potentially restaking it if they made it worth my while. A, and B, if I made enough money in Crow and I just wanted to throw 40,000 aside and just to get the benefits, just to kind of be a baller. But just depends on kind of how much of a baller we become as we start making it. So it's just something I'll keep my eye on, but we'll see. Just Another Sushi said, when everyone said buy XRP, only Kip said wait for the dip. Thank you for pointing that out. Just Another Sushi, you're exactly right. I said it on the channel. I said, here we go, XRP, great news, very bullish. I hope everybody makes gains. Price was at like 90 cents. I did a video. I was at about 80. It was at about 85 cents. I said, I'm not buying XRP above 80 cents. And here's why. Because when it gets listed on Coinbase, I believed that, first of all, people that have been holding this thing for a while were going to take some profit and sell, because that's what you do. When it goes up, you take profit. So there was going to be a sell-off from that. Also, it seems like when Coinbase lists a token, sometimes there's a massive pump. If it's a new token, like if Pepe got listed on Coinbase, I would have expected a massive pump. But right after that massive pump, I would have also expected a massive dump, because that's just how it seems to work. That's what we've seen traditionally. That's where my experience in crypto from 2016 comes into your benefit, guys, because I see these things. I'm not going to call them all right, but I said, hey, XRP at 80 cents, down from 94 cents, getting listed on Coinbase. I think that it's going to go back down. In fact, I said I think it could go back down to like 54 cents, 58 cents. Now, it went down to like 60-something cents, and that would have been a great time to buy. And it seems to be going up right now. Let's see where it goes. It's could do anything, guys, but I would say that there's still potentially more downside. Now, I'm not trying to FUD any XRP holders' bags, but I do think that, nothing goes straight up. And historically, the other reason I said that for XRP is because XRP is extremely volatile. If you look at the history of XRP, then you will see this. Let me just show you guys. Everybody says XRP to $1 this week, XRP to $1 this week. It's just dangerous to say, because there's been so many times that this thing has spiked up and then just ripped right back down. Boom, 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 boom. This thing came up, came all the way back down. It went up to almost $2, came back down to 50 cents, 57 cents. I see this spike. I go, okay, yeah, there's totally opportunity for this thing to come back right back down to 50 cents. Heck, it could go back down to 40 cents. It's very, very possible. We could also see a moment where we spike back up to $1.80 and then come back down. Or we could just see us go straight to the moon. Anything's an option, but I don't like to FOMO into projects. Like, I'm not going to buy something that's in price discovery mode unless it's in the middle of a bull market and I believe that, I've got a little bit of money and it's a little altcoin and I'm gambling. You're gambling when you're buying something that's soaring in value. It's the truth, guys. You buy when there's blood in the streets. Go back to CZ's tweet. You go back and you say, when you buy high, you're not doing it right. You buy low, that's the truth. So the people that bought XRP below 50 cents, you nailed it. And I applaud you. The people that bought at 80 cents, you know, if you want to hold it and you believe in the project, tremendous. I think this project's going to keep going. I think this is massive news for XRP. I think XRP's got a great future. But yes, just another sushi. I predicted it, and it's almost back to 80 cents. Let's see if it gets there. I'm going to say there's a chance, but I'm still in the boat. I believe this might come back down to 50-something cents. Let's see how it plays out. If Bitcoin starts booming, XRP is going to boom as well, in my opinion. But let's see how it plays out. So if Bitcoin's cranking upward, XRP can continue to move. But if Bitcoin doesn't have the fireworks that we expect in July, then I highly expect XRP to move back down towards 50 cents-ish. And I think people will have a better buying opportunity, but not financial advice. Let's see what else we got going on. UCME is trying to see how many crow I got. We'll see. Jonathan Garcia says Binance is coming out with a bunch of shady stuff lately. Ignore the FUD, Jonathan. Don't get caught up in the FUD windmill. Binance is a great company. I honestly believe that. Don't get caught up in the FUD. Just another sushi says, Oscar always bullish, man. Yeah, well, you know what? Hey, we're all bullish, guys. You know what? Look, if you're a crypto believer and you believe in the future of crypto, then it's okay to be bullish all the time. I mean, as long as you're taking profits, you can't be like you gotta take profits. You can be bullish and take profits at the same time. I did it with Loyal yesterday. I'm bullish on. Well, I'm bullish on a lot of projects, and I was bullish on that project that day specifically because of all the news going on, because it was a news-oriented event. He was buying it, so I was bullish. But there was a point where I said, nah, I got to take some profits. So I took it all out of the Loyal project, and what do you get? A big red candle on that, and now my other project, PSYOP, is moving up right now, which is spectacular to see. So you can be bullish and take profits at the same time, but you got to be careful, and I want you guys to be responsible traders yourself. So we're Crow bulls, but Crow's boring right now. It's tough. And I do believe that crypto millionaires are coming. And I believe if you're a Kronos coin holder, you can be a crypto millionaire if you hold enough Crow. Look, if we get a $5 Crow, all you need is 200,000 Crow, and you could become a Kronos millionaire. So think about it that way, and no guarantees, but those are kind of the spots where my mind goes. And then we talk about why we believe the project's going to X price and price Y. And if that makes sense to you, it makes sense. See what else we got going on. Start the poll between 1 million and 2 million so it's accurate. Benny Blue Eyes in the chat. Good to have you, Benny. Thanks for joining us. You guys crack me up. You guys are a riot. I love this community, guys. Me and Black Sea, from the bottoms of our hearts, we appreciate you. That's why we're so excited about this giveaway we're doing. Giving away $500 a month is no small thing. And so we're doing that for the loyal members on this channel, but we need to get to a financial place where it makes sense. So if you guys become members on the channel, you can join for as little as $5 a month, and we will be giving back to those members a random drawing of $500 to one lucky member every single month. So check it out, guys, if you didn't. You see me, he's talking about keeping the Crow fam educated and clickbait. Hey, the truth is, UCME, we all use clickbait because we have to. We won't get you to click unless we use clickbait. And it's not that there's a bad intention and that we're trying to misguide anybody. It's that click on the video so you watch the content, so you get the news. and we want as many people to get eyes on the video. So clickbait is just YouTube. So I don't blame anybody for clickbait. We clickbait too sometimes, so I'm sorry. But clickbait is, there's a fine line. You don't want to say something and then like not talk about it. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens because you do 5 videos a day, and good luck not doing it wrong one day. Good luck not having a title you put out there that was like just a little bit off or something. It's hard, so we're coming out with content constantly. So never going to flood anybody for clickbait. That's how it goes. That's YouTube. Look at the biggest YouTubers ever. They're clickbait maniacs. It's wild. It's wild. It's annoying. It's annoying. But it's YouTube. It's YouTube. Just Another Sushi saying BTC forming cup and handle and BSI kind of bullish. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I want a July to be bullish, guys. I do. Crypto Kip, have you heard of SWI or Caspa? Yes, I've heard of SWI and I've heard of Caspa. Both two layer 1 solutions, I believe, that are supposed to be Ethereum killers. There's a lot of Ethereum killers out there. They'll probably do good in the next bull market, but nothing I'm going crazy over. My primary concern right now, Benny Blue Eyes, is buying Bitcoin and Ethereum because I want more, and more. There is a lot of hype on Caspa, though. I have seen that, yeah. UCME, well, I'll tell you this. We would like to dethrone the king. No, we don't want to dethrone the king. But we do want to spread the word about Kronos. We do want to be a large presence here on YouTube. And so that's why we're doing 5 videos every single day. That's why we're doing the giveaways. That's why we're bringing you guys all the content. And we can't just be Crow either. Doesn't make sense. Now, we do mostly Crow videos because there's a great community. And I hold a lot of Kronos coins. And so does Black Sea. But we're going to bring you Bitcoin news too, and I highly recommend you. If you guys are only watching the Crow content, you're making a very big mistake. Unfortunately, I feel like I have to put Crow on every single thumbnail when I do a live stream just because I feel like people won't show up. And I'll talk about Crow in every single video as well. But I have to bring you guys the other crypto news. You have to know about the other stories going on. You have to know that Celsius's CEO, Alex Mashinsky, went to jail. You have to know that BlackRock is doing a Bitcoin spot ETF. You have to know that Coinbase's CEO is going to go sit down with Congress, House of Representatives, and talk about crypto regulation. These are things they have to know. So I strongly urge everybody to continue to do the research, watch all the videos that you can, get all the information that you can about crypto, because in the long run, it's going to help you. The more you know, the better off you're going to be. Oh, clickbait king. That's funny. Now, Oscar's fantastic. I love Oscar. I would love to do more collaborations with Oscar. We've done a couple. Just Looking. Hey, thanks for becoming a member, by the way. Just Looking, one of our newest members. Welcome to the Crypto Report family, my brother. So good to have you. Welcome. I'm very glad to hear that you're learning a lot from us. That is the goal of this channel. Educational is the key. Education's the key. All right, folks. I have 2 New York strip steaks defrosting right now. I'm going to put some garlic powder. I'm going to put some salt. I'm going to put some pepper. And I'm going to go out in my Blackstone griddle. I'm going to chop up some Brussels sprouts. I'm going to put some salt. I'm going to put some pepper. I'm going to put some garlic powder out there. I'm going to go get my rice cooker. I'm going to cook some white rice. I'm going to do a bed of white rice with some York strip sliced on top with a little bit of Brussels sprouts on the side. And I'm going to go eat some dinner because I am starving. Starving, guys. Before I jump, let me look at a couple things real quick. Before I jump, we'll do this. Let me take a peek here at a couple things. One, let's see how Bitcoin's doing before we jet. right now, Bitcoin still below $29,000, or still below $30,000. I think we're going to get a little bounce off this line, probably in the next day or so, and then make our move towards 32K in July. I do believe that. And then you might get a little bit of a move out of Ripple because of that as well, XRP. Overall market cap's moving down as well, but I expect that to actually maybe not even bounce down to this 1.07 trillion. Maybe that's a little too low. Possibly just kind of move up here. Maybe tomorrow. I think tomorrow we could have a green day, to be honest with you guys. I don't think we're due for a lot of downward action, but don't trade on that advice. It's not financial advice. It's just pure speculation because it's fun. It's fun. Over time, guys, we're here for long term. I'll keep it up with the content. We'll keep coming at you guys as often as we can with the best content possible for you guys because we love you and we appreciate you. Hodl Crow for life. Thanks for joining. This stream is over. I love and appreciate y'all. That's all I got. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash the like. Subscribe to the channel. If you become a member, check the link in the description down below to join as a member. And there's a $500 every single month giveaway we're going to start doing once we hit 100 members. Keep you posted on that as well. That's all I got in this one. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash that like. Subscribe to the channel. And as always, you got to remember, folks, to DCA, HODL, and of course, Nazar with the Crow fam. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. We will see you next time. Peace.